David Jason playing two characters as well. They had him playing the mafia boss and himself, so it was a bit, I don't know, take it or leave it. I think David Jason said this like a few times. He wishes they'd have just quit a bit earlier, basically, because it got a bit silly. They should have quit in the 90s and not strung it out.
Yeah, I could see that, but I am glad some of the further episodes that they did do, like, 'cause there's still some like worthy laughter sort of from it all. But I will say, it's that is actually, I guess, to spoil the sort of surprise, would have been my number one. It's
oh geez, yeah, sorry,
yeah. You try something and that.
Thanks a lot, Adam.
Yeah, so,
Jesus.
Man.
But no, I'm joking. Like to me, it's just priceless, and absolute comedy gold. And it just the real issue is the missus hates it or hates shows with canned laughter.
Mate, me too. Yeah, mine hates it as well. She just cannot stand it. She thinks it's like an old man program. I mean, maybe it is, but like she just thinks I'm so stupid watching it. Still laughing now when Del Boy falls through the bar. Like I'll still laugh. She just didn't get it.
Started rewatching it again, like literally last week, and where Grandad is like, Del Boy, I'll bet you 50 quid you're not going to get any people to turn up to your tour bus. And he's like, no, right, you're on. And then right at the very end, he's like, where's Del Boy? He's gone to the shoot. And then he comes out and, Grandad! And it's just brilliant. Like, it's so simple and so effective. And Trigger, just, all right, Dave. It just, never gets old.
Always forgetting his name,
yeah.
They're so good.
It's brilliant. Yeah. But that would have been my number one. But I've got a couple of others that we can chuck in and discuss for sure. But, it's
sweet.
It's a quality one, so I'm all for that being in anyone's top three.
I mean,
it's
that's
definitely
a good sign.
On my rewatch list as well, just because it's all on Netflix now, right? So it's just I feel like these older comedies, I won't mention anymore because I have a feeling one of them is going to be on someone's list. But all these like old school comedies are back on Netflix, or on Netflix for the first time. Sorry, not back on them. And it's like I've always been meaning to, because I feel like I've watched a lot of them, but I couldn't tell you I've watched every single episode of Only Fools and Horses. I've watched a lot of it, but I just need to go through and rewatch it because it is fantastic. I do agree with you. It's really, really good. It's just I've never put enough time into it.
It's well worth it, mate. Especially the first like 4 series. The ones with Grandad, they're just so good. I love Uncle Al, but like Grandad's the one for me. Those series.
Oh, really?
My favourite. Yeah, big time. My favourite episode is the one where they go on that fishing trip down to Cornwall, and the escaped convict comes knocking. That's a brilliant one.
Yeah, it's great. It just never gets old, and like it's something that I can watch with my family at home. Obviously, when you're allowed to and all that sort of stuff. But at Christmas time, it's a staple on the TV. Whenever you get to spend time with them, and it never ceases to amaze how it still makes everyone laugh, even more maybe in some occasions. It's just brilliant.
Ollie, what you got, mate? We got a second drink coming in hot.
We have. So obviously after my first little tipple, I thought I'd try and bring the sort of bloke vibe back up again. And actually, though, I've got 2 choices here, and I want to take again like your guys' opinion and advice. I've got 2 cans here of Piston Head.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I've got a flat tire, and I have a haze lager. What do you guys know what I'm talking about? I guess, or not in the slightest.
I don't know them off just by their brand name. Is there like a description as to what kind of beer they are? Obviously, the haze lager is probably a lager, but
so a fully pressurized flavour, brewed with mosaic hops, a lager from Brutal Brewing, flat tire, dry hopped. Again, I'm trying to learn bits and pieces from you guys through the podcast, and my knowledge is, this is an alcoholic beverage, and that's as far as it goes.
Nice. I think I've actually had those. I can't remember where, but I definitely know the names, and I've had a pint. I think I've been in a pub where they have them on tap actually, and they were both great. The flat tire. What is that? An IPA? What is that? What do they? Because the haze is a lager, isn't it? But this is
This just says dry hopped lager. I can't see
okay.
I can't see like the classic.
So they're
IPA
both
stuff,
lagers then. Cool.
Right, lager. Yeah.
I'm guessing they're quite strong as well if it's called flat tyre. If it's giving you a flat tyre.
Yeah, the flat tyre is 4.5, but it's actually the haze lager is 5.1. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Their marketing is a bit skew-if. Their branding. I'd have said that the flat tyre means like that's going to put you out, boys.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but you're in recovery after this.
I'm gonna go. I'll go for the haze lager first. Hey, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Go
for it, mate. If you get into the other one, let us know.
Yeah, we'll do. Got a nice little.
All right, what's it look like?
Piston head glass as well. So it was a gift set.
Oh, he's got the glass to go with it.
Yeah, it was a gift set from Christmas, and just haven't got
very nice
round to it. But what a better occasion to. Oh,
what's it look like?
It is quite light, actually. Okay. I've absolutely poured that horrendously.
Right. All right. Hans over here, giving him the Bavarian treatment, giving it as much head as possible. I like it. That's all right. No, it's fine.
Has anyone got that flake? Because I need that with this. Unbelievable. Oh.
Chocolate sprinkles, mate.
Yeah.
That's right.
Amateur
that's awesome. What is it? So you're saying it's pretty light? It
looks pretty light.
Cloudy? Hazy, I guess, right?
No, it actually looks like relatively clear. I feel they've just mugged me right off here with this. Oh, it's a gift. I can't really argue. So,
they've got them in the wrong cans, have they?
Yeah, they must have done. Front. I've had an absolute shock at it. I can't even. We'll have to. Let's go for you guys because I can't even taste it with this at this rate.
We'll let the haze settle for a moment.
Yeah, right. What are you reloading with the Heineken, or are you going different, Adam?
This is one of Greg's favourite things to do. What is the name of it? I always forget the name. It's when you have a shot of whiskey and a beer at the same time.
So in Scotland they'd call it a half and half.
A half and half. There's an American term.
Is it like a chaser of some sorts? Is it? Like you put that in there?
Yeah, exactly. But there's just the Americans have a name for it. Yeah, when they'd ask the barmaid for something, and it means a beer with a shot of bourbon. But
sure.
But I'm sort of anglicising it a little bit because I'm just Europeanising it a little bit because I'm going for Heineken with a shot of Loch Lomond whiskey. So it's a curveball. I'll give you that. But I'm going for
two worlds collide.
Yeah. I'm going for the principle more than anything. I'm not. Yeah. I'm just. Yeah. But this is going down well. Excuse me. Sorry, a little bit gassy. Just the Heineken. Maybe that's part of the review. I guess it's lots of bubbles in this baby. So I guess they go quite well together because the Loch Lomond, it's not smoky at all. It's nice and sort of mellow, creamy, smooth, easy going. It's not blowing my head off. It's it even says on it fruit and vanilla. I've had it before on the podcast for anyone that's listened, but so that goes pretty well with the super light Heineken, just a lager. I'm feeling light. Maybe that's why I can mix the two tonight. I'm just, in that sort of chilled zone, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, man. This is I can't recommend that enough, especially if you're trying to get into whiskey or even though, the standard thing is obviously you've got that classic when you're at uni, you go and buy 2 drinks just purely to not have to line up for another one. And then beyond that, if you're double parked, it's like, oh, Jesus, come on, catch up. There's like a stigma to it, ordering 2 drinks at once is what I'm saying. But get over that. If you can get yourself a nice ale or lager and a nice whiskey that you want to enjoy, and you're just there with a mate or two, and you're not there getting hammered, it's such a good way of just having a couple of drinks. You just sip one, sip the other. Take your time.
Yeah,
and you have a couple of sips of your beer, then you'll have a sip of whiskey, and they accompany each other so well, and it's such a nice way. Just obviously, you have to make sure you're in that mindset that you're not trying to finish these drinks in a timely fashion. Like it's just you enjoying them. Otherwise, you're just
you're just
drinking a shot of whiskey with a bit of beer every time, so you're gonna die. But yeah, fully recommend that.
It's called a Boilermaker.
Right.
Okay.
A Boilermaker, yeah. And I remember we went to. Do you remember that joint we went to in Clapham a couple of years ago, Greg? Watching NFL.
Yes.
It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a barbecue, American barbecue sort of place, and they had NFL on, and it was a Sunday evening. We were watching the football, making our way through like a bin lid full of wings and ribs and stuff. And we got through so many of these Boilermakers. that they just brought us a few free ones at the end, didn't they? Because they were like, "You guys have propped us up tonight." Yeah. Got us a few free ones, and then I remember standing up and trying to walk home and almost falling over.
Yeah,
because I'd not stood up all afternoon. We'd been in there for like 4 or 5 hours or something,
yeah.
And then when I stood up, it just hit me. I nearly fell over.
Yeah. I think we sort of said our goodbyes quite quickly because we were getting different tubes. Yeah. So I didn't see the full aftermath of it, but like I'd halfway down the tube, I can imagine you just like, oh Jesus,
just my legs just crumbled. I was just like, oh God, was that free one that did it?
Yeah, it must have been. Always is. Cool. All right, so quick, I'll get through mine. So mine is a bottle from a happier time, from a time where human beings could interact with each other in physical form and have a good time. Yeah, and we're almost there, guys. We're so close.
So close.
So this is called the Arran Malt, and this is the Arran 10-year-old. So from the Isle of Arran, as you can probably tell, there's 2 distilleries there. One's brand new though, so it doesn't sell anything yet. But they've got a non-peated one, which is the one I've got, and then there's in the north of the island, the south of the island, they've got a new distillery that's going to be just peated whiskey, and that's I guess in a few years they'll be having stuff that they can sell. Anyway, this stuff is amazing. I went there for a sort of a family birthday. For grandma's, I think, 70th. Anyway, it was a fantastic time. Loads of family were there. We went to the distillery. We went and did a tour, and it's just an amazing drink. It's super sweet on the nose, very sweet, bit salty, a little bit of floweriness in there, bit floral, and it's just very clean, very crisp. On the taste, very malty and sweet is what I would say. And just imagine you're in this tiny little island. The Isle of Arran is so small. You could drive around it in 40 minutes, like do the entire circumference of it. It's tiny and it's beautiful as well. If you've got good weather, it's one of the best places to go. It is on the west coast of Scotland, though, so good weather is hard to come by. But still, amazing place. It's in line with Glasgow as well, so it's not that hard to get to. But yeah, so that's what I'm drinking. Amazing stuff.
Nice.
Oh, mate, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. Like you're dead right though. That one day a year it's going to be paradise.
Yeah.
The rest of the time I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
Yeah. Exactly right.
That's cool, man. It's cool. So Ollie, have you? Has your head settled? Can you give us some flavour profiles? Give us a bit of a taste.
I can. It tastes like a lager. I'm not. I guess I'm doing a disservice to the listeners that are really keen on finding this out. All 4 of them. But
all right,
that's all, mate. Yeah. How dare you?
Do you slow down for car crashes? No, you're completely right, mate.
I added 3 listeners to what you always usually say. You lot, like, you're getting absolutely slammed for it. Unbelievable.
Right.
They've said about you, slugs. Yeah.
A little slug with no personality. All right. Let's. So, is it a good lager though?
It's nice enough, mate. It's nice enough. I mean, I don't know if it's a case of I just don't have the taste buds for it, or I haven't trained my taste buds.
No, don't you dare put yourself down. Right, here we go. Here's a question. What do you buy? You're in a pub. You're having a night out. What lager do you hope's there? What's your one that you go to? You go to normally.
I'm taking a leaf out of Sam's book, and I'm that bog standard, like just a classic lager bloke type of guy. So if
Peroni.
Yeah, like a Peroni, a Coors Light will do. I don't want to break the bank.
So a cheaper one doesn't have to. Yeah. So you'd happily go for the cheapest one.
100%, not a problem, and it will still. And I'll actually enjoy the taste of it, and probably more so than something a bit more challenging. I'm just going to
rattle a couple of you though.
Go for it.
There must be some you don't go. Carling.
I'll go. Yeah.
Carlsberg.
Yeah.
Foster's.
I'll have it. Not as a preference, but I'll go for it. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so all 3 of them you're happy for?
Well, I would go over all of them over like a London Pride, which I think you guys spoke about like either last week or the week before or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's brilliant. It takes all sorts.
We tried helping.
I know.
No, I'm joking. It's.
I bet,
no, fair enough, mate.
Bex is great. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just listing the sort of cheaper end ones to see if there was one that you didn't like, but that's fine. Hey, you like lager? That's fine.
Sometimes
it's hard to. It's hard. Jesus Christ! Not again. Yeah. If you haven't got anything, just so Christ, I can't get one thought out of this podcast, can I?
I've thrown him.
He's thrown me. Oh Lord. Anyway, yeah. So if